Good morning. I had a really rough night. This is where I spent most of it. In the bathroom by the toilet with the dog. It's just, I don't know, I fell asleep around 10, woke up around 11:30, just really violently sick and vomiting and vomiting and vomiting, and eventually it settled down and I was able to push an IV Zofran through my port to help with the nausea, but it did not work. It was just so severe, that vomiting spell. And eventually I managed to go back to sleep, but I was up again around 1, and then again around 3. And that third time, Jed had come home from work, and he pushed an IV Zofran for me because I couldn't even get up off the floor. And finally, after that, I was able to go to sleep for the night. And I mean, that is gastroparesis for you. And I did not even eat a thing yesterday. I had a few sips of water. So, yeah. Sometimes you can do everything right, but everything can still go wrong because chronic illness isn't always fair. But it's alright. I'm just feeling pretty terrible. So I'm gonna try and get my nausea here under control a little more and then go back to bed. I'm feeling a little bit more alive. Part of my treatment for gastroparesis is doing infusions 3 times a week. Originally, the infusions were started only for my postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome to increase blood volume and help with fainting and things like that. But when my GP got a lot worse, we started mixing one of my infusion bags into banana bags, and that's extra vitamins and nutrients and minerals to help supplement whatever my feeding tube formula doesn't give me. And the fluids themselves help a lot with the dehydration that comes with all of the vomiting from my GP. And so because of the infusions and other things like IV Zofran and anti-nausea med I can administer through my port intravenously, we can manage my gastroparesis more at home now. Ta-da! My banana bag is all ready to go. So these little vials have all of the extra nutrients I need, and I just got to connect the tubing, hook it up to the pump, and I'll be infusing. If you're new here, I have a J-tube feeding tube, so it completely skips my stomach and goes to my jejunum for nutrition. Because of my GP, my stomach is the most problematic part of my digestive tract. It's partially paralyzed and it just doesn't digest anything well, like at all. And this feeding tube doesn't have a G port. The new feeding tube I'm getting is a GJ button. It'll have the J port for nutrition and a G port to my stomach to allow me to vent and drain contents that are just sitting there because my stomach can't digest it. And it doesn't matter if I eat or not, because even if I don't eat, there's a lot of like pressure buildup and bile and acid that my stomach can't handle either. So that venting and draining option is going to be a really good tool in my treatment.